Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about two vehicles that Chrysler showed off at Roadkill Nights, yes, over a week ago. But I want to go through these vehicles because they were really appealing. There was a lot of buzz about them at Roadkill Nights, which was kind of funny because not a lot of people seen that Chrysler was on display. It was kind of hidden behind the bleachers, but the people that did see it were actually kind of shocked about what Chrysler's looking at doing. To kind of broaden the Pacifica's appeal. A lot of people think that minivans are just soccer mom vehicles, but there is a huge storm of minivan buyers in the last couple of years, so much so that the Chrysler Pacifica is outselling the entire Dodge brand in general. Now, we've seen people make campers out of these, we've seen people make work vans out of them. Again, people use them as family vehicles, and they're more appealing to, at least to me, than what a full-size crossover would be. Their packaging is better. They're more fuel efficient. They have front and all-wheel drive options now. They look pretty sporty. But what Chrysler's trying to do is they're trying to test the waters for customization. So they showed off two concepts. This one is the first one we're going to talk about. This is the 2027 Chrysler Pacifica Limited S factory concept. Now, what is a factory concept? Well, what the Chrysler team is trying to figure out is, like Dodge, they want to offer more customization for the buyer. So they know that people are doing different things and trying to make, the van feel more appealing outside the whole soccer mom stigma. So basically what they're trying to do is figure out what they could offer from the factory that you can click on an order box and have it delivered to you in this way. So this was a very tasteful concept. Again, not overboard. It wasn't crazy. But what they did was they offered some really cool options. They were kind of testing the waters for it. So what are those options? Well, let's take a look at the van first, and you're going to notice right off the bat that there's some really subtle changes. So the first thing is if you look at the actual front view or side view of the van, I should say, the 3/4 angle, you're going to notice that it is wearing 21-inch Geode, that's what they call it, Geode style wheels. And again, they're 21 inches, so a little bit bigger than what we're used to on Pacifica, but they're wearing 245 45R 21 Pirelli P Zero summer tires, so more of a sporty tire. If you look through those wheels, you're going to notice that the brake calipers, they're not Brembos, but they're offering colored brake calipers. So these are black colored brake calipers. And then on top of it, what they've also done is they've lowered the van by an inch. So basically, kind of taking that extra height out of the actual wheel well, so it makes it so it looks like the van's more planted, kind of slammed a little bit. And then on top of it, they're offering a stripe package that the Mopar design team came up with. So the stripe package is really unique, and a lot of people thought it was the same kind of look that the Charger and Durango were showing with those translucent stripes, but they're not. If you actually got up close to this vehicle, you will notice that they are actually low gloss black stripes. So they're not the translucent stripes that we've been seeing for Dodge, but they are a stripe package. Now again, it adds more sporty presence. The new front end, obviously it's aggressive looking, more aggressive than the 21 to 26 front end. But what they're trying to do is kind of make something that is more, again, aggressive on the street and just looks more sporty. So again, it kind of makes sense that they're doing stuff like this. But these are all things that could be obtainable right from the factory, and it wouldn't take much investment for Chrysler to do. So again, they're testing the waters on what they can do with Pacifica. And again, I think the van looks really, really good. It's not overdone. They also added in the interior, they added the same red seat belts as the America 250 Pacifica. So again, if you know anything about the Limited S, it's a completely black interior. It is very dark, and having those red accents really help kind of, set the tone a little different, kind of breaks up all the black. One thing that Chrysler did a few years ago was with the 300, they offered the red S appearance package. And basically the badging for the S logos and stuff were red. They offered the Chrysler logo in red, and of course the Chrysler logo's changed. But I would love to see them offer like a red S package again, using some kind of red accents to break up all that black in the vehicle. But it was just a tasteful looking concept vehicle that, they kind of rolled out, and we're just trying to get people's feedback. However, there was another vehicle that they were showing off, and if you know anything about VANkulture, so VANkulture is basically VK Garage out in Fairfield, California. They have a huge social presence, and they have been customizing Pacificas, Toyota Siennas, and Honda Odysseys for a number of years. And basically, it kind of goes back to the whole aura of the 70s street van culture. You could look back then, people basically used their vans for like little, houses on wheels, not to live in them so much, but just to hang out. It was like a big culture thing. And here, what VK Garage has been doing is they've been modifying them, lowering them. They've been doing a whole bunch of different things to these minivans to give them more street appeal. Air ride suspension, 22, 24-inch wheel packages, different aero kits, different things to make vans kind of customized. And again, in California, it's all about, you don't have to be the fastest, it's about low and actually, doesn't matter if it's slow, but it's low and giving a more aggressive appearance. So they've been doing a number of things. If you go over to their Instagram page, they don't do much on YouTube. They did a video for the Pacifica that I'm going to show you, but they have over 85,000 followers on the Instagram page, and you can see tons of different Pacificas and stuff on that page. I suggest going to check it out. But what they showed off was this. This is the 2027 Chrysler Pacifica Limited S all-wheel drive by VANkulture. Now, again, this is a very sporty package. If you look at it, you're going to notice it's got a brake upgrade. It's got a full body wrap. It's showing you what you can do to make the Pacifica even more aggressive on the street. And again, we're going to see a Buzz model coming very soon with the Grizzly Peak concept, and that's going to show us a different look at Pacifica. So what Chrysler's trying to do is they're trying to show us, hey, there's lots of things you can do with these minivans. You don't have to just have a minivan that's boring. You can have a minivan that's an overlanding minivan. You can have one that's slammed to the ground. But with the VANkulture one, there's a lot of cool stuff with this one. So just to let you guys know, if you're wondering what is different about this van, the first thing is it has a bespoke VIS custom body kit. So what does the body kit have? It has a front lip, side skirts, front lip, side skirts that actually stick out of the van instead of just dropping it to the ground. It has a rear diffuser, an integrated actual deck lid spoiler. So you can see it from the actual side of the vehicle. You can see that massive spoiler out the back. Again, the body kit is a concept, but I guarantee it will probably be coming to market very soon because it was a huge hit at Roadkill Nights. Everybody who's seen this thing said this thing looked killer. Not only that, they did a full PPF wrap. So again, this is what they call Varix full satin PPF, and then it has black exterior accents as well. So, and then they added 20-inch Vossen basically wheels with 275 40R20 track spec Kenda tires. So these are the actual track tires. And the cool thing was they were actually driving this thing out on Woodward during the Dream Cruise. I didn't get any pictures of them, but if you watch my live stream, you could probably go back and see them a few times drive by. It totally stood out. I mean, compared to just normal Pacificas going around, people were paying attention to this van. So again, that was cool. Now, if you look at the actual stance of this van, this is where it gets kind of cool because they added a M1 Racing 32-way adjustable coilover suspension with custom Swift springs. So basically, the thing has a 2.5-inch lower stance than a normal Pacifica. So again, it looks like it's planted. This is an air ride, but it is adjustable coilover suspension. And then for brakes, they added Rotora brakes featuring 8-piston calipers with 15.4-inch rotors up front and rear 4-piston calipers with 14-inch rotors in the back. So, I mean, these brakes are even more aggressive than Brembos that are on the Charger in Durango, so that's cool. And then to kind of round it up, they had a custom MagnaFlow exhaust to make it sound more deep and burly. And again, it's a Pentastar V6 under the hood, just about 300 horsepower. Again, not a rocket ship by any means, but giving it a good sound actually did a lot for this van because it is really cool. And it shows like what you can do with the creativity if you really want to build something custom that doesn't look like, a typical Chevy Traverse or a GMC Acadia or a Ford, like Explorer or whatever. You want to do something cool, you can make these minivans pretty much anything you want. So again, these were two concepts that they tested. I will tell you the VANkulture one caught so much attention. Everybody was kind of talking about it after they came out of the Chrysler stuff. Again, it wasn't just at Roadkill Nights. It was at Woodward. Got a lot of attention out there. You can go on social media, and a lot of people were posting pictures of it. I think it's really good, again, that Chrysler showing off that minivans don't have to be boring. And I think that whole soccer mom stigma could be coming to an end because, again, we're seeing more minivans than ever before being bought. At least with the Pacifica and how sales have been doing. Minivan sales aren't like they used to be because they're limited to just one brand now. But it's going to show that Chrysler doesn't have to be just a boring brand either. They can be just as aggressive as Dodge, and I think that's great. So I want to hear what your guys' comments are in, down below of what you think of these two concepts. Which one do you like better? Again, I absolutely love these vans. I think that it's great that Chrysler's doing this to kind of show the difference of the Pacifica. I think the Pacifica is probably one of the most misunderstood vehicles out there. People that think that SUVs are a better choice because they're more of a pickup truck, or even like these crossovers are more truck based. They don't understand the Pacifica itself because it is such a great all-around vehicle. It doesn't have to be just a family vehicle. But I want to hear what your guys' comments are down below. Make sure to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later today in the next video. Bye.